I'll do the intro, I guess.
Yeah, it's your job.
Why is it my job, by the way?
Because I can't do that. I can't be like serious about anything for my whole life ever.
Oh yeah, because I'm so good at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello everyone and welcome to Herald's Rest. I'm Lucas and with me is Jamie.
Howdy. Nailed it.
Fucking hell. That's what you went for. Jesus.
Yeah. It's relevant to the topic
Boy.
for me anyway.
Okay, but
I could have done it in my cowboy voice too, but I didn't because I'm scared.
you have a cowboy voice.
Yeah, it hurts. Last night I was doing it a lot. I think I'm too self-conscious to do it on a podcast. Damn it.
Will we get to hear the voice?
Maybe,
or
but I don't know. I'd like to, but I think I'm too scared. I'm a coward.
So I think you might be able to hear that in the recording, but my girlfriend just smashed her foot against the door frame.
Ow.
What did you
Her
say?
ice.
Oh, she hit her butt against the door frame.
Oh, well, that's better.
You better cut that in.
Okay. Just don't fucking edit
Okay.
anything this time.
Just raw. Okay. But before we get to the main topic and before you present us your cowboy voice, what's been happening in your life?
Well, first off, I think we're supposed to be like, what are you drinking before that kind of stuff.
I suppose, yeah, but for me the answer is pretty much always the same.
Okay, well, today I did something special.
Oh god, what did you do?
Wow. ASMR. So after I was on my way home today from work stuff, I stopped by the liquor store because I was out of vodka. And then I also picked up some rum and a cute little, like, cup that is a skull. And it's kind of rainbowy. And it's got a lid and a straw. So I made a drink with rum and ginger ale and a lime-flavored mead that I have had in the fridge for like a year.
So you just poured random stuff together and hoped it wouldn't kill you?
Yeah. You should know about my lunch today, if that's, like, scaring you.
Let's keep that for the cooking corner, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I'm more scared about that one, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm having water as always. I had like 5 cups of coffee today at work, so I'm kind of tired of coffee.
I feel like we usually talk about what's going on in life stuff at the end, but it doesn't really matter because we make the rules here.
Exactly, it's our podcast. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, since we're totally skipping over an entire segment this week. Anyway.
Exactly.
We can fill it in however we want. My life's been okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know. I can't think of anything. I've just been playing a game that I'll talk about later.
Haven't you been to a thingy today?
Oh, that was work. There was people. I got kind of lightheaded at one point because there were so many people, and I almost just like ran and was like, "Sorry, you guys deal with this."
You should have just started hissing at people. For me, it's been pretty much, work, and work is boring as shit. And every single person comes in and is like, "Oh, you have Black Friday sales." I was like, "No, it's not a thing in Germany. Fuck off."
Is it German people asking if you have Black Friday sales, or is it like tourists?
Yes. It's been kind of bleeding over to Germany a bit, but it's not as insane as in America. It's pretty much just, usual deals as they always are, but with Black Friday added on top. Like just literally written on top Black Friday, and that's just normal sales.
That's funny that it would even like matter in any way there. Because you guys don't do Thanksgiving stuff, do you, at all? Because that would be weird if you did.
We don't know.
Yeah, like, the heck? I mean, I guess it's good for business. I don't know.
Yeah. How does Black Friday work in America? Don't you just leave out the taxes?
No, I don't think. No. like, you can save a bunch of money. I don't know. We talked about this, but I like went to a Walmart Black Friday one time with a friend who was already going, and I didn't buy anything. I just sat on the floor bored for a couple of hours until we could get her stuff and go.
Hoping not to be trampled to death.
Yeah, but we were in the toilet paper aisle just waiting, so we were safe.
So yeah, anyway, should we move on to the cooking part where you tell me about your lunch?
Yeah. Well, I'll ask about... Anyway, welcome to Fussel's Kitchen Corner. I want to ask about what you've been cooking, specifically that cool pudding stuff, and what's the recipe, thanks.
You wouldn't believe how many people ask me for that recipe by now.
It looks really good.
It's dark chocolate, as the description said, it's dark chocolate coffee pudding with espresso, whipped cream on top. And, my god, it's so good. But also, you feel like dying after that.
Oh. Is the coffee strong enough that you're like, hello, or not really?
I mean, the pudding itself has 2 shots of espresso, really, really strong espresso in it. And the whipped cream has half a shot. So you do have a bit of caffeine in there, but nothing super amazing that you would wake up immediately or something. You don't really notice that. It's probably more the sugar waking you up.
Yeah, I have to limit my caffeine to 1 cup a day. It's really strong coffee, but 1 cup a day. Otherwise, I clench my jaw really tight and then I die. So.
The pressure just builds up and you turn into a black hole.
All my teeth just explode out of my mouth. I get really intense jaw pain, and I grind my teeth, so I have to limit things that make me do that.
Yeah, I mean you could use decaf, I guess. It's just flavor.
That's disgusting. That's gross. It's against the law.
It's against the law. Okay then.
Yeah. One of my emails is literally my oldest one from when I was 13. Is caffeine addict, and then I'm not going to tell the rest of it. But then also the only really real time I got in trouble when I was in school was when I snuck off campus to go get a cup of coffee during class.
Wow, it's high criminal.
Coffee's important.
Coffee's life.
Yeah, but not decaf. Decaf is a sin.
Yeah, true. I mean, to be fair, I also really like coffee, but luckily I don't have to limit my intake. I can just drink however much I want.
Till you
which
have
is
a heart
good.
attack. Booyah.
Well, win-win.
Yeah. Is that... What else did you make since we last talked about food you've made? Anything exciting?
Well, I made those gnocchi that you said looked like snails.
Yeah.
Which is also something I would, I guess, not advise. I would challenge you to make that because it takes 10 minutes, which is still a...
I don't like gnocchi.
What is wrong with you?
It's just weird. It's too much of something. It gets stuck in my teeth or something. I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't had it in a while, but I don't enjoy it when I have it. I can have a couple bites, then I'm done.
It sounds like you always had them made the wrong way.
Probably, because I'm usually the one who's made it.
Okay, good point.
Yeah.
What else did I make? I haven't made bread in a while, which is actually kind of surprising. But to be fair, I'm just waiting for the new oven for that. So.
Yeah. That's new, I think, that you're getting a new oven.
And
you got a new stove thingy.
Technically, I have a new oven already. It's been sitting in the hallway because I can't use it. So it's just, sitting there, a new, fancy, really, really good brand oven, just sitting there and taunting me. I'm just I hate everything. I want to use it, but I can't.
Sounds like my bathtub that I can't use.
Yeah, kinda, I guess.
Cat keeps, she keeps jumping in it, and I'm like, bitch, just stop. It's mine.
Bitch, stop taunting me. Other than that, I made some steak, but you don't care about that.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-mm.
Did I make anything else?
I'm holding a, surprised, excited face because I just remembered something I tried today for the first time, technically. I mean, I didn't cook it.
Okay. I made some banana bread, which
Oh.
also turned out amazing. What?
Everything I cook is great. Ooh.
No, not everything, but those two actually turned out good.
Okay, good.
So what did you try for the first time?
So we were at an event and there were like food trucks and stuff. So a lady from the food truck closest to us came up to our booth and was like, would you like to try some, I don't remember what she called it, but it was basically like a chicken nugget, but it wasn't chicken. It was a cauliflower nugget and it was like breaded and had like stuff on it.
Okay,
So it was vegetarian. So I tried it. That's all.
So was it
It
like...
fell apart in my hands while I was eating it, and I was like, this is great, because she didn't give me a napkin. I love this. This is fun.
So was it like shredded cauliflower, or was it made into paste?
No, it was like
How
a
did that work?
whole piece of cauliflower and just like breaded and cooked somehow with like some kind of saucy stuff. It's like orangey. It looked like meat until you bit into it.
Like
That's all that it
literally a
was,
whole
indeed.
thing, or was it cut into slices?
Like a floret, is that what those are called?
Oh, yeah.
With
yeah.
the stem and everything, so it almost looked like a bone.
I might have to try that. Sounds amazing.
Yeah. I'd like to try to cook it at some point also.
Well, it doesn't sound too hard.
Yeah, so now let's talk about what I had for lunch today.
Oh god, what is it?
So I had some leftover food items from the last couple days.
Not good.
And so I had some mashed potatoes and some baked beans. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to toast up some bread, put some mashed potatoes, some baked beans, and then a slice of cheddar cheese on that, make a sandwich. And it was, I didn't heat up the inside bits. So it was fine.
You made toast with...
I made toast with mashed potatoes, baked beans, and cheddar cheese. But cold in the inside.
You made toast
So cold.
with mashed potatoes, baked beans, and cheddar on top, and you didn't think to heat the mashed potatoes through.
I thought about it.
You,
But I didn't care enough about myself to do that.
boy, what?
I bit into it and I was like, Fussel would hate this. He'd be so mad.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to dirty up dishes because I'd just done the dishes when I got home. So I didn't want to like heat them up and have to dirty up a bowl or something.
What would you do if you had a dishwasher?
I'm sure I'd do the same thing.
Oh,
I mean,
I can't get over that. It's just...
I'm sorry.
No, you're
But
not.
I cooked a drink, a special drink, not just
What?
straight vodka for once.
You poured stuff together. That's not cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's also in a really pretty cup.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take a picture and put it on with the podcast so everybody can appreciate it. And I have these skull-shaped like whiskey. They're not stones, but they're basically whiskey stones, but they're metal. And I got them from Black Sails because they sent them to me. So they're official Black Sails whiskey skull stone things. So those are inside of the skull. Yeah. Pretty cool.
So, should we just move away from that cursed bullshit? I swear to... couldn't we have rather done Elle's Abomination about instead of that?
Well, I had to eat something. But also, yeah, this week, everybody, we aren't doing an Elle's Abomination about because that's your Christmas miracle. Also, she's too happy to make memes, and we support her.
It's disgusting.
So.
I want memes. Don't go all kooky up on your girlfriend. Give me memes.
I wish I knew what it was like to be happy.
Jesus. Well, yeah, I guess we move on to the main topic of the podcast, which is what we played this year and our best, worst, and most disappointing game of the year. Do you want to start, or should I?
I think even you're gonna be mad at me when I get to most disappointing.
I don't know.
So that's fun. Okay. First off, I'm gonna just give you a list of all of the games, just so you know what's in the running, everybody. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we got God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Red Dead Redemption 2, A Plague Tale, Greedfall, Outward. Then I also added, like, the newer Sims packs that came out this year, just because, and Mass Effect. So that's what we've got. Now you say yours.
I played Greedfall, Divinity Original Sin 2, Middle-earth Shadow of War, Nine Parchments, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Anthem, and World of Warcraft.
Okay.
So out of all of yours, which one do you think is the best that you played?
The best. Okay.
I think I know the answer, but go ahead.
I want you to guess. I want to know what your guess is before I say it.
I think the best game that you played is still Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay, that's a fair guess. Here's what I'm going to say. At first it's a tie between Red Dead 2 and Horizon Zero Dawn, but you know what wins? Red Dead 2. And that might be just, like, exactly because I only just finished it, like, last week. But it's also better, so...
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. And I love it.
Yeah, you spent, like,
lot.
a week or so just completely absorbed by it, didn't you?
Like 2 weeks. And yeah, I tried the online parts of it because I had enough data to risk wasting some of it.
Okay.
And that wasn't great. I only played like an hour of that before I quit. But yeah, Arthur Morgan is the protagonist from Red Dead 2, and if I could marry a video game character, it would be him.
That's something. My God.
Yeah. And I don't even like Americans usually, so like, got us a redneck cowboy, and he stole my heart.
What would Aloy say?
Well, I think if she met him, she'd understand.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of Red Dead. It's just a Western. I hate
It's not even really
so
a
much.
Western because you're in the East. You're in the East, and it's not about like, oh, let's do this and like.
Yeah, but still,
I don't know what I don't watch Westerns or anything, so I don't really know what they're actually normally about. But I know my dad really likes them, so that's like a point against. But no, it's more about like family, like your group, your gang, and working together and trying to like exist in a world that's dying out, and like blah diddy blah blah.
Hardship.
Also hope and trying to make a good life when all you got are shitty options. And it's basically like black sails. Like cowboys are very piratey, at least in the game. Like,
okay.
It's very similar. Yeah, so yeah.
Well, there you have it. Best game, according to her, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I think it might be the best game that's been ever been made. You know, look.
Damn.
Yeah, that I've played, I guess, but.
Yeah.
But also, Horizon Zero Dawn actually made me cry, so I want to say that. Real physical human tears, like almost sobbing, and it wasn't like sadness exactly. It was just like happy-ish sad, and that was magical. I got spoiled for Red Dead, so one big part I didn't get spoiled for, but for the main big thing I did get spoiled. So I'm sure I could have probably cried if I hadn't known for like a week before I got there.
Probably could have, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I gave it 5 stars because I also did star ratings.
Okay, sure.
5 out of 5. Thank you.
You.
Your turn.
My turn?
Yeah, what's the best?
I think the best I've played this year is still Divinity Original Sin 2. The first time I ever played it.
I was gonna cut in and interrupt you and say Greedfall before you could say what it was.
And then edit it together like that.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Like, the first time I ever played it, I think it was last year with a friend, and ever since then we made it a habit of replaying it like every around 3 months. And every single time, despite knowing every single corner of the game, we still have so much fun with it. It's just insane how much replayability that game has.
It's like one of those isometric things, right?
Yeah, it's isometric turn-based combat. So if you're really into that kind of thing, and, you know, having all sorts of different and fun and fucked up choices, then that's the game for you. Just grab a friend, or in Original Sin 2, you can grab up to 3 friends and play it. Well, yeah, that's my best of the year, Divinity Original Sin 2. What's your worst game of the year?
Okay. So for worst, and I almost feel like this doesn't count, I'm just going to say the newer packs of The Sims that came out this year, because they all sucked.
All of them.
Like, there was some cool stuff, but it was like, no, I think I might be getting to an age where I'm like, I can't play The Sims anymore. I'm not sure, but I've just been like, I try to make myself, and I'm like, no, in the middle of building a house, like, never mind. Don't care.
I had the same experience, actually, because I did play some Sims in between, but it wasn't more than like 2 hours at most.
Yeah. Well, I grew up, I've been playing since the first Sims when I was a little kid on my shitty old, like, computer we had. Yeah, it's like 20 fucking years, so it's about time, I guess, that I stopped caring. I don't know. But also I want to do, like, a second worst, if I can. Actually, no, I don't, because that's going to piss some more people off, and it can't be both the most disappointing and the worst. That would be unfair.
Yeah, no,
so,
can't be.
I'm going to stick with The Sims.
Okay. I think my worst game of the year was actually Greedfall.
Really? What about Anthem?
No, Greedfall is definitely the worst game of the year.
Fuck you.
Because those last...
I gave it 4 stars!
What?
That one's third on my list. That's right after Horizon Zero Dawn.
Because those like last 10 hours that pissed me off so much just ruin any kind of fond memories I had of that game. They just wiped them all away.
Fickle.
Well, yes, I'm German.
Oh, well, okay then. As long as you're the one naming stereotypes for your own people, then I guess that's fine.
Exactly.
Is that a stereotype that Germans are fickle?
Well, we're, you know...
Is that even...
Yeah, in general we are.
Okay.
We're very difficult to deal with. So, go on with your controversial, the most disappointing.
Okay. Do you have any guesses?
Most disappointing, from your list, I'd venture to say it's God of War.
No, it's not. It's Mass Effect.
Which Mass Effect we talking?
I never finished the third, so what I've played, 1 and 2 I completed, and I also did Andromeda, but I played that last year, so it's not technically on the list.
Okay.
So
like the series in general, or?
I don't care about most of the characters. I love Shepard. I like Thane. I don't care about the worlds. Like, I don't care about the politicky crap. I don't care about the alien races. Like, I helped them whenever I could, but none of it, like, I was not interested. I hate the gameplay. It's like, and it was very, like, hyped up because of so many Dragon Age people loving it that I thought I would love it. And also, I don't think the romances are very good. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I enjoy the story and like the universe of Mass Effect, but I have to agree with you on the gameplay, because the gameplay is at best a below average shooter.
The only way I got through the first one is that I used a cheat to get like a super gun and a super suit or something, so that I'd stop like dying and I could just kind of shoot people and they'd die immediately.
Oh god, I hated the mechanics in the first one with that overheating bullshit. Like, my god.
Yeah. And driving the stupid car thing sucked.
It was fun in theory, but yeah, that's something that Andromeda did a bit better, I think.
And jumping.
Oh, yes.
Whatever.
The jetpack.
That was really fun.
Well, yeah, for a diehard Dragon Age fan, I'd say it's surprising but understandable that you'd be so disappointed, and I don't know, what's the word?
It felt just uninterested, but like it felt very American somehow. Like it felt like military American like movie, like where I'm like, oh, like Air Force or something like that. Like that's how it felt. And I'm like, oh, I don't care about like, I really like Shepard is my favorite character, at least my Shepard. I don't know about all y'all's, but my Shepard kicks ass.
Yep, pretty much.
I think Shepard is probably the best player character in a BioWare game that I've played.
Oh, definitely. But I think that's mostly because Shepard, like you have Shepard through all 3 games, you know. If you'd have your Warden through all 3 Dragon Age games, I think you would feel about the same about them.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so that's the thing about fucking Mass Effect. I feel like every time you start another one, it's like, oh, you gotta go get your companions again. And I'm like, well, why? I've done this 2 other times. I want them to just be here. God damn it. I know time passes and people have lives, but like that's where I stopped every time I was playing one. That's where I stopped when I stopped playing the 3rd. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Also, I cheated on Liara with Thane, and then I got back together with her in the beginning of the 3rd one, and then I cheated on her again. So,
damn.
That's cool. I like that you can do that, yeah.
You could just bang everyone.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. I'm sorry you caught us kissing, but then I was like, I'm gonna go see him. Bye.
I'll bang him now.
Yeah. He doesn't have much time left.
Exactly. Gotta enjoy whatever he has left.
Okay, so what is your most disappointing? I think I know.
What do you think it is?
I think it's Anthem.
Yes, it actually is Anthem.
Yeah. Fucking BioWare. Getting both most disappointings.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're getting some prizes this year.
Yeah. At least that makes this more of a BioWare related podcast when we're not actually talking about Dragon Age stuff.
Yeah, true. But yeah, like I wanted to enjoy Anthem, and I did have a good time with Anthem, but only when I played it with friends, and only because talking with friends was awesome, not because the game was fun.
Yeah.
Because the game itself is so abhorrently shit. I can't believe that it's made by BioWare.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
my god, the shooting is pure bullshit. The story and characters are just unbelievably bad.
but it looks really pretty.
That's just a goddamn Frostbite engine. You can make anything look good with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only good thing I have to say about Anthem is... No, I have 2 good things to say. First, it's in the Game Pass, so you don't have to pay full price. And second, the flying is fun. But then, in I don't know whose mind it was a good idea, the most fun mechanic in the game, and it's limited time. You can't fly indefinitely.
Yeah, well, I think that makes some kind of sense, especially like getting to go through like the waterfalls is kind of neat to like cool down. That's cool.
Yeah, but...
And also, it might be lame if you never landed, but also it sucks that they lock you out of even just like Can you even explore, like, without having to do mission stuff and it taking you back to the stupid base?
Yeah, you can go into free play.
Okay.
But I think
Good.
what would have made it a bit more fun was that if you enter combat, your flight time is limited. But if you're outside of combat, just free exploring and roaming, just let me fly.
Yeah. Ooh. Or if you get shot too much, then your suit starts to, like, lose its ability to fly for too long. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Until you go home and, like, repair it or something.
But then the problem with that would be if you'd, be on a mission and you'd be getting too many bullets, you couldn't go back to the base.
Or maybe you shouldn't get shot.
Yeah, or that just like get good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play except for, like, that beta or whatever.
Yeah, you didn't.
But I did like the storm.
You didn't miss
the
much.
Lightning. Yeah.
I still hope that BioWare manages to take a hint from Hello Games and pull a No Man's Sky on it and actually make it a good, fun game that you can play for more than 10 minutes before wanting to, jump off the balcony. But I don't have high hopes.
I want to talk about, are there any, like, honorable mentions you have on your list?
Kind of second place in best game I've played this year has to be 9 Parchments. It's also like
Never
a
even
sort of...
heard of it.
Yeah, it's not a big game. It's also like a sort of isometric game. I don't know how to describe it.
What's it called? The Outer Wilds? Is that wrong? There's more than one Outer game.
Oh yeah,
Outer World.
I completely forgot I played that.
Have you? Did you finish it?
No.
Oh, okay, that doesn't really count.
I got bored.
Yeah, I got bored pretty quick. And by bored, I mean I got killed and I was really frustrated because I can't see in a first-person game when I'm being attacked. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. There's people behind me and I can't tell because I'm just a face camera thing. I don't know. That's why I hate first-person.
I don't have that problem, but it's just... how many hours did I get into it? I think like 10, 12 maybe? Yeah, it's like, I think around 12 hours or so, and it's just gotten so boring. The story isn't interesting, the characters are kind of fun, the shooting is just... it's just shit. There's no fun in it.
Good, I'm glad. Good.
You're stuck with, I think, around 11 models of the same weapons for the entirety of the game, from what I've seen, except for a few unique weapons and science weapons. But other than that, you find an assault rifle at the beginning of the game. It's gonna look exactly the same as an assault rifle 30 hours into the game.
In Red Dead 2, you can modify and customize, like, all your guns, give them, like, a longer barrel and change the color of the metal and the color of the handle and put, like, leather wraps and engravings and things like that on them, and it's really cool.
Yeah, that's what that's what would have made it better if you could actually enhance the weapons. I mean, you can tinker with them, you can change the damage type, but that's, like, the only visual modification that adds is different kinds of lights. Or you can put like a scope on it or whatnot, but it doesn't have the kind of functionalities of like Fallout 4, which it was clearly inspired by, which is a generous term here, where you can just turn a pipe pistol, like a pistol made from basically metal scraps and wood, where you can turn that into a machine gun.
I got stuck at the part where you're supposed to, like, steal power from one place and give it to the other place, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. I got to the thing, but I didn't know how to turn it off, so I just kept getting electrocuted.
Did you just go into the basement of the city and try to steal it, or?
Yeah, but it was, like, on, and it was, like, interact or something, and I tried, and it was like, zzz.
Yeah, you had
So.
to go to like a whole different place and go through and fight your way through that and turn the power off and everything. It's
Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that.
no, it's just mediocre gameplay and story.
Yeah. We both played A Plague Tale. I just want to know, how did you think that was better than Greedfall or worse?
Definitely, yes.
Better
Say again.
or worse? Did you think it was better?
Yeah, it was much better than
Okay.
Greedfall.
Okay.
How about you?
I gave him the same 4 stars. Also gave God of War 4 stars, but it's really pretty. It's really good, I guess, but also meh. It was fine. It was great. It's a good game. Don't think it should have beat Red Dead over the Game Awards shit. It shouldn't have won, but whatever. It's fine.
I'm not mad.
Yeah. No, not mad. Did you didn't play Outward, which there's so many games this year with out in a W. But it was like this really small game that's like super RPG kind of. You don't have a voice protagonist, and the fighting's kind of really difficult until you figure it out. And it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Story's not really that good, but
I heard of it.
it's nice to like.
Yeah, it didn't look that interesting to me.
Yeah, I was just like wanting a new game to play back when it came out. And it was fine. It was close to the bottom of my list, but I'd probably play it again just to like chill out, and I'd listen to an audiobook or a podcast or something while I play it.
Yeah. Did you play any Assassin's Creed games?
I played Odyssey last year when it first came out.
What do you think of it?
I liked it. I finished the main stuff, got the best ending. I didn't finish killing off all the cultists. I tried a few months ago to go back in, but I forgot how to fight.
Yeah, I had that as well. Like, I finished most of the stuff except for the cultists.
Yeah, I know you get like a special, it's like another ending when you do, but
Yeah.
they're just so annoying to have to track down.
God, yes, I hate everything about that. Did you play as Alexios or?
Come on. Cassandra, and she was way better, no
Yes.
offense. I did all the arena stuff.
What did you? Oh wait, you got the best ending. You said, didn't you?
Yeah. I didn't even cheat, too. I saved my stupid brother. And I didn't even have to cheat. And I got my whole family back.
Yeah, I got that ending as well. I just wondered if you also did what I did and just like remember when you first meet your father and you have the option of just Sparta kicking him from the cliff?
Yeah. Yeah, did you do that?
I kind of returned to that like cliff and just kicked everyone off.
I'm always too nice when I first play a game, so I'll always do it, like anything good, and I don't want to hurt feelings. So.
But there was a highlight of the game, the Sparta kick.
Yeah, it's really good. I like that when you get a high enough level, you can just jump off of anything without any damage. So you're like at the very top of a mountain, and you're just like, bye. That was great. I think all games should have
I don't
that.
even think it's level based. I think, or at least when I played it, I could do that from level 1.
Really? Well, I don't think it killed you ever, but at a certain point, you stop getting any damage from falling.
Maybe? I can't remember, but I remember that you can just jump off anything, which was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kick-ass. I hate dying from falling.
Yes, especially in an Assassin's Creed game.
Also, I like just the fact that in Assassin's Creed you can always climb so many things, and yeah, that's fun.
I think you would enjoy Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
I played some of it years ago because I was pirate obsessed, so I played a little bit, but it's on the boyfriend's Xbox.
And it doesn't sound like you're a fan.
It was fine. I don't know. I haven't even beat the first Assassin's Creed. The Odyssey is the first one, and I only really gave a shit because it had romance. Even though they were kind of not really very real romances.
Yeah, not really. You just went around Greece fucking everyone.
Oh, did you do it with the guy who has the long hair? I don't remember anybody's name in that game except for hold on.
Testicles.
The one you have to...
But you mean...
Yeah, something like that.
What's...
There was a donkey or something at some point.
Yeah,
maybe
Alcibiades. He was
quite
a prominent figure in Greek history.
Oh, he's real too?
He's an actual real person, yes. And
I knew...
He's even more fucked up in real history than he is in the game.
Well, I liked him a lot.
Yeah, I loved him as well. One thing I remember about him, like from actual real history, was that he was a general in the Greek army, and he had like some plan prepared for, I think when the army went to Sicily. He was the general of that operation, and only he knew the entire plan. But the night before they were meant to set sail, he got so drunk and shouted about his plan like around the city that he got arrested and missed the departure, and that's why they lost almost all of the people in Sicily, because only he knew the full extent of the plan.
Oh, that's funny. I think the way we can end this main topic part is by saying, are you playing anything new? Are you planning on playing something new? Like, maybe not new, but, something new to you. Do you have anything lined up?
Not really at the moment,
maybe Red Dead Redemption 2? Maybe you could just play Red Dead Redemption.
Just play it.
Yeah.
But no, nothing lined up so far.
No.
How about you?
Well, I started playing Bayonetta.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten very far because, I was on a level where a bridge was collapsing underneath me and I kept dying, so I quit. And then Red Dead Redemption came out. I also started playing the first Red Dead Redemption again. Only played, a little bit last night, so we'll see how that goes. But also, I kind of started. I played, 5 minutes before I had to stop, but, I think it's called Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I
actually wanted to recommend that you play that, because that is an awesome game.
Yeah. I remember seeing a trailer for it before I even gave a crap about video games when I was in a Best Buy a couple years ago. And I was just like, a female protagonist? I want to, play that, but I didn't get to see what the title was. But then I found out, maybe a year ago, I saw it again, and I was like, oh! That looks like the thing.
Oh yeah, that game is, it's heavy, really.
Yeah, good.
So,
will I cry?
Play that. Yes, play that.
Okay. Yeah, hell yeah.
But,
hell
yeah,
okay.
On the, note of ending this section, do let us know what you've been playing this year and what is your best, worst, and most disappointing game of the year.
And also tell me how right I am about Red Dead Redemption 2.
About Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. I'm not used to drinking rum anymore. It hits different.
Also, I'm not sure what to think or what to make of the fact that every time we have a podcast you have to drink. I'm not sure if that's because you just enjoy drinking or because you have to drink to talk to me.
Well, I didn't... Yesterday, okay, listeners, we had a practice call yesterday just to make sure my internet wasn't being weak. And I felt very I don't know how to talk. Because I'm very awkward. But yeah, alcohol does help me just be sociable. And, lowers my thoughts of you don't have to talk, Jamie. You can just shut up and let other people talk. Which is how I live my life pretty much all the time. So it helps, and also, yes, I do enjoy it. But I've only had a couple sips of it. It's still, 3/4 full. So I think it's just how rum affects my system is a little bit weird.
Yeah, true.
It's like a happy feeling in my head. Vodka's just like whatever. It's fine.
Vodka's just like water.
I had wine yesterday. Yeah. I had wine last night, and I was like, oh, I don't like how wine makes me feel. It's just like very fuzzy and tired. I don't know.
I wouldn't
Everything's
know.
different. Well, I'm a professional.
I'm a professional drinker.
Yeah. I want to say saison. Is that anything? Is that a food thing?
A what?
There's a word that means something about being able to, like, know something or
You mean a connoisseur?
taste alcohol. But it's like there's, like, a very specific thing, and it might be only beer related, so I could be confused. But I don't remember what it is. Listeners, if you know what I'm talking about, comment.
I don't know shit about beer.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends in town who are that word that I can't remember. Like, you have to get, like, certified and everything, so I don't know what it is. But yeah. Tell us what fun games. Yay, okay.
Okay, so, let's just get back to the actual podcast.
Jump back in wherever the hell we're supposed to be now. I'm very confused.
I think we're in the ending section where people
Okay.
where we ask each other where can they find you, Jamie?
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do my Red Dead voice.
Yes. Do it.
I don't think I can. I think
Do
I'm
it.
physically incapable because I'm smiling. Tell me something to say.
Just tell people where to find you in your cowboy voice.
No, I'm not going to do that's too hard. But also there is a scene. I'm actually going to fucking track it down. There's a scene where Arthur Morgan in the game says, I always liked Jamie. That's not my voice, by the way. That's not it. That was almost... Let me try it. Hold on.
Or just use the, you can find me there and there. You don't have... Or just, you can find me and then go back to normal.
I can't... Oh, okay, I'm going to take my headphones off so it's less weird. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm too shy. Maybe I'll edit it in after, like, when I'm alone. So uncomfortable. It's so funny. That's why I could never do school plays. Damn it. Okay, you can find me at Jaime Madd on YouTube and at Madd Jamie on Twitter. Yeah. I can't do it. I'm so sorry. I'm a disappointment.
That was your cowboy voice?
No, that wasn't my cowboy voice because I can't do it because I've got stage fright.
Oh, okay. Just... Sure. Let's go with that.
You do a cowboy voice.
I'm not a cowboy.
Well, neither am I. Times 2.
I could do a German accent.
Do it. I think you already are, kind of, aren't you? I mean, is that a joke?
Yeah, I'm trying to suppress it. I'm not going full German.
Oh. Okay, go full German.
Should I just do the entire thing in full German or?
No, just the accent. And I'm gonna look up a line and then maybe I'll try.
I wasn't planning on telling people where
Okay,
they
well,
can
you-
find me in German because no one would understand that.
Okay, good, because yeah, that would be confusing.
I'm just gonna go like, yeah, you can find me there. But
That feels like cheap, I don't think actual German people sound like that. That kind of felt like you were just...
they don't. They actually don't know. That's like that's what Americans think Germans sound like. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna tell people where they can find me in a normal voice. And you can edit your cowboy voice in later if you want.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I looked up his best lines and none of them are working for me on a, level that I need. Oh, wait. Where's my money? Okay, that's one. Did that sound like a cowboy in any way? It's very raspy. His voice is very raspy. He smokes way too many cigarettes. And it hurts my throat every time I do it.
It's...
Where's the money, Dutch? How's that?
It's kind of sounds like you're trying to channel an inner walrus.
Okay, well, I guess I'll never try anything again.
Ever. Okay.
So where can we find you?
You have so much cutting to do. Do it again.
Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and YouTube, where both of them are called Fusselkorn, and on Instagram, where Fussel was taken, because that's what it was, where I post mostly dog or food pictures. If you're interested in getting a Christmas card from me, keep an eye out on my Twitter in the next couple days after this podcast is released, while I figure out the details on how to make it fair for everyone. So, yeah, feel free to follow me there if you are so inclined to do. That was a steaming pile of shit.
Okay. I think, I'm gonna keep that in.
Fuck.
Hey, podcast listeners, goodbye, I guess. I don't know. Bye.